What's up, everybody? So I have been out of the news bubble because I didn't want to be triggered by my past stuff. I was not in 9/11, but I did go a few hours after. When I was a young kid, it messed me up. I don't like shooting stuff, you know. It's just, I was just avoiding the news. And so I did not know until today that Shannon Doherty passed away. And I had actually read for her a long time ago. It was a reading I did about for people that knew they weren't going to survive something. I don't know when the date was, but as I was doing that reading, her face came to mind, but I never said it. And then she came out a few weeks, or it might even have been a few days. I don't know. I'm going to look it up, but I have to like scroll back. Again, I did not mention her in the video, but she came out and said that she was sick. And I don't know, all day I am a psychic medium. I do feel I connected with her, but I'm not going to talk about that. That was very personal. I was just very, very sad because I know she wanted to do more here and she wasn't ready. And I think her cancer crept up on her, and she had all this fight and all this will, and she wanted to make it such more of an impact. And I just took a minute, and I'm gonna put the same love I put to her family and to her loved ones. And maybe it'll get there, maybe it won't, but just putting it out there. She did more than enough. There's a lot of people in that industry that are not open about their truth. And they don't have to be. Nobody has to give their cancer story, but it's extremely brave to go through cancer in the public eye. I think she was brutally honest about as much as she could, or was comfortable saying. I don't think she held much back. I think her impact will be years to come. I think she helped a lot of people with cancer, and I think she helps a lot of people who lost people to cancer to understand what their loved one went through. And I grew up watching her on 90210. Sorry, I just connected with her energy, so this is her love coming through. It's not sadness. She did enough. Like, she wanted... It's hard being an empath. These are not my tears. These are hers. Was it enough? Did it mean I could have done more? But I just kept telling her, you didn't have to do anything. You were young and you got diagnosed with cancer. And instead of becoming bitter and jaded and locking yourself up and woe is me, you put on a brave face. You showed your truth. You spoke your truth. You walked in your truth. You weren't bitter. You made peace. You spoke truth. You made people laugh. You laughed through your hardships. Everybody has a bad day, but to the world, she had none. That's a special person. To be that in your face with your mortality and be that graceful. She was an elegant woman, and she did more than enough, more than she will even realize or her family will realize. And I think it'll be like a shockwave, and it will inspire other stars who are sick to come forward. Remember Shannon Doherty, and she told her story, and I want to be like her. She was a warrior. Warrior-S, I called her. She gave cancer hell. She kicked its ass. I don't feel she succumbed to her cancer. She went up to find a better vessel, and we'll come back down here one day, because somebody that selfless in their time of struggle to open up in hopes to connect with others, what a graceful way to go. We all gotta go. We all gotta leave this earth. She made a difference, and it helped, and it mattered, and it wasn't for nothing. I wish nobody ever had to struggle for or suffer from cancer, and one day nobody will have to. And it comes from people like Shannon Doherty and my Uncle Mac, who was diagnosed at, he died before 21 of leukemia, and they didn't know anything about leukemia. Everything he did was experimental. They did not even have a single treatment for leukemia, and he donated his body to science when he died. And he participated in several studies like Shannon did. This matters. This helps. And one day it's going to save a life. And it's because all of these angels who graciously spoke their truth, not only to people, but doctors, and were willing to fight tooth and nail for as long as they could to defeat this disease. And we will keep going in their name and their honor, and we will fight on so that one day nobody ever has to say, I succumbed to my cancer. Instead, and for these ones who we are gone from us but never forgotten, they will say, I kicked cancer's ass. I survived it. I will never have to face cancer again. Amen to that. Let's keep praying for it. And until then, all you brave souls out there who are sick, don't you give up. It ain't over until it's over, and even then, you made a dent in this beast, in its armor. You all matter. You all count. You all have something to say, and you all bring us closer to the cure. Gone, but never forgotten. God bless you. Thank you for your sacrifice, for your study, for your body, for your love, for all the organ donors out there that give the final gift of life to somebody else. May God bless you over and over and over, and touch your families with healing and love and light. And know you never walk alone. You have an angel up there. They already got their wings for what they endured. See you all again soon. Also, rest in peace to Richard Simmons. I was also very sad to hear about his passing. What a bright and just a radiant star. There will never be anyone like Richard Simmons. He was authentically himself every day of his life, even when he was insecure. And he helped everybody he could to love themselves. He spread love and self-love and positivity, and he was bullied as a child. He was beat down to nothing, and again, he could have became bitter. He could have became vicious, and he didn't. He dedicated his life to helping others feel good and love for themselves. May he also be blessed 1,000 times over for all the love he gave out to all of us. You might have thought he was quirky, but to be a true original in this world is a hard feat, and he conquered it. I love you all. See you again soon. Bye.